Please, I'm begging you. There's homeless drug addicts in front of the schools. My children aren't safe.
Look, if you were a transgender migrant, I could get you a free.
Let's move the drug addicts closer.
I think AI is making him stronger, but he was already a force to begin with.
And now on Disturbing the Peace, I want to bring on my special guest, Jillian Anderson King. Jillian is a former Washington Redskins cheerleader ambassador, former ABC Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise contestant, Mombassador, Moms for Moms for America, ambassador for Turning Point USA and Turning Point Faith, founder of the King's Firm, a Christian conservative wife and mother. Jillian, welcome to the show.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, it's an honor to have you on the show. Normally, you're on the other side of the camera, making sure that other people get on camera, but you have the skill sets to do all of the above. So thank you so much for lending your time to me today. We worked together in the past where you've helped me with many initiatives, and so she's a phenomenal strategist. So if you need her help, you can reach out to Jillian Anderson King at the King's Firm. I want to talk about Spencer Pratt and his trending videos and/or campaign as he fights to knock off Karen Bass. I want to take a look at this first video. And this is Jesse Waters talking about Spencer Pratt, and they're covering some man on the street. Take a look.
What makes you angry about LA?
Kind of smell like shit, but it's all right.
Homeless on every corner.
LA isn't a city, it's a public toilet at this point.
I don't want to walk to my car and go, oops, I stepped in human feces.
Actually, I'm not angry about LA. There's traffic, but it's been like that forever.
There's homelessness, but it's been like that forever.
Yeah.
Poverty, period.
The potholes.
What is Mayor Bass doing to solve these problems?
No, I ain't heard nothing. Ain't no change.
Nothing.
Still smell like shit. I haven't seen none.
I wonder sometimes.
Who were you voting for?
Bass.
Right. Nothing that Bass has done, but you're going to vote for her.
I'm not even voting.
Does it matter? It really doesn't matter. Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt. We're going to have a Pratt Daddy summer, I'll tell you that.
He actually tells us the truth. He tells you the real hard truth of what's going on.
Karen Bass.
What is Karen Bass's greatest accomplishment?
Removing the homeless.
Yeah, she did a great job with that.
I believe so. Do you agree?
No.
Absolutely not.
It's been a year and a half since the Palisades Fire, and practically nothing has been rebuilt. If this was a year and a half ago, I would be in someone's house right now. Did Karen Bass do a good job handling the Palisade fires?
Absolutely not. She wasn't even here.
She could have done a better job of throwing a ball from here to China.
She didn't do a great job.
So just so we're counting, can't name an accomplishment of Karen Bass, didn't do a good job in the fires, but she's still your girl.
She's still my girl.
Nithya Raman.
Never heard of her.
She says she has the solution to stopping wildfires, stopping backyard barbecues.
I'm African American. I'm whole black. We gonna barbecue regardless.
What? Now you can't do that.
Enough said.
Pratt says he just wants you to go get a matcha without having to step on human poop. Is that how low the bar is here in LA?
I have thrown away 3 pairs of shoes before stepping actual human feces.
You do have to watch your step. These people that want to vote for Karen Bass or ramen noodles, you want to step in poop?
That's all of us.
He says nobody is fixing LA's problems. Is he right?
I didn't see nothing get fixed.
He's right.
I look at Spencer Pratt, I see myself. I see somebody who has directly been affected by the leadership.
You can't solve everything overnight.
She's been mayor for 4 years.
Okay, touche, you got me on that one.
Karen Bass said by 2026 there'll be zero homelessness. Does this look like zero homelessness? How's the homeless situation here?
Bad. The other day I saw a naked man.
It's everywhere. I mean, go down the street right here, you'll see a crackhead running.
It's now a druggy situation.
I just seen a homeless person, like 10 different homeless people around the corner.
Karen Bass said by 2026 there'd be zero homelessness in LA.
Karen Bass lied her ass off. Maybe December 31st, 2026.
When you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Here in LA, if you need to throw something away, look no further than to the ground. Migrant here in California just got a free government-funded boob job. Has the government ever given you anything for free?
Trauma.
We ain't got reparations.
Where's mine at? Do I have to be homeless and an immigrant to get anything? I might approve of that one because I want to look at some hot people.
Doesn't mean we have to like you.
By the way, before I let you go, should Gavin Newsom run for president?
Hell no.
Triple no. Who the f is Gavin?
You think Kamala bombed? Listen.
Ain't he losing his memory? He's old.
Gavin's about 40-something years old.
So I got him confused with that other fool that was running for president.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden.
Bingo.
What do you want to tell Jesse Waters? You're on his show on Fox.
Oh, boy.
Do you know who I am?
Mm-mm.
Here's Johnny.
All right, so there you have it. There's so many quotes to pull from this video clip. Number one, LA is a public toilet at this point. Here's another one. All the government has given me is trauma. Here's another one. I throw out 3 pairs of shoes from human feces. That's just disgusting. And then Karen Bass has been lying her butt off. What are your thoughts after watching this clip, Jillian?
I mean, I think that people seem to be defeated by government in general. They all see the problems, and most of these people can acknowledge the problems, and they feel like the government has taken advantage of them to the point where many of them don't care to vote. Oh, we do have some people who are very ecstatic about change, and that would be Spencer Pratt. But it seems like way too many people feel like whoever's in charge, it doesn't matter. We've been living with this crisis for so long, which is why I think Spencer is uniquely perfect for this, because he's not a career politician. And he is someone who's a dad who has a love for his family and his community and wants to see better for his family and for his community, who's willing to throw his hat in the ring. You know, Spencer Pratt, he has his own business ventures going on. This is not something that he needs to do, but it's something that he wants to do because he's also seen those failures of these career politicians and their backwards policies.
Why are more celebrities and reality TV personalities entering politics today?
I mean, I see Duffy would be one, Spencer Pratt would be another, and famously Donald Trump. I just think they're normal people. I think they happen to be reality TV stars. I don't think that it would have made a difference. I think what's helpful for Spencer is that he did have a platform. He hasn't been on TV and reality TV for a long time, but that platform that he does have elevates him a little bit above, you know, a normal civilian. So when people need buckets of money to raise and to run for a major mayoral race in a city like Los Angeles, you have to be in the know, you have to be a career politician, or you have to have buckets and buckets of money. But someone like him is able to use his notoriety to raise money and raise awareness for the greater good, to represent other normal people. And I think that's really important here, that if he didn't have that little bit of a platform, I don't think we would see where he is right now.
You've lived inside celebrity culture. What do you see in Spencer Pratt's campaign that the average voter might not be seeing clearly?
Oh, I do think that he's using the connections that he's gained to make these videos. Now, if you've watched that Will Smith parody, which I love, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but of Los Angeles, he was able to use his connections to make that video within a day. Wow. I mean, that's tapping into your resources and stuff like that. I think at the beginning he had a challenge of like washing away his stigma that he made as a villain on reality TV, but I think that went away super quickly once the debate hit, and he was able to talk about real issues, real policy, real changes, and really bring to the forefront the crisis that Los Angeles are facing right now. So I think he did a really, really good job at that. I don't think people even think twice anymore about him being the villain when he was in high school or even in college. I think that's long gone. He is now Spencer Pratt, mayoral candidate.
We're going to get into some of his AI videos, and he's done a phenomenal job in bringing the reality of what's taking place in California to the mainstream for people to see it vividly, but also with humor. But Pratt lost his home in the Palisades Fire. That's real. And so he's now suing the city. He's polling at 22%. Is this genuine civic anger or a brand extension?
Oh, I think it's anger. Like I said before, I don't think Spencer Pratt needs to be running for office. I don't think President Trump needed to run for office. I don't think Secretary Duffy needed to be secretary. I think these are ways that they wanted to serve other people. They felt a higher calling. And honestly, most of the time it's to their detriment. They're losing fans. They're losing money. They're losing opportunities because they're setting up in a spotlight that is highly controversial. I don't think these people need to be doing it. It is their desire to serve greater than themselves. And I think that's why they're in these positions. So I just commend them for doing it, because whether or not Spencer Pratt wins the election, he's now going to have a huge fan base, but he's also going to have detractors that he never had before.
Indeed. You know, have Americans reached a point where they trust personalities more than institutions?
I actually think that it's true. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I think people tend to gravitate towards personalities. I think institutions have largely been a failure. A huge government, which we've all been living in for so long, has in many regards been a large failure. And people see that, but they see enthusiastic people, whether it be AOC, who says the right things, and she can sell just hot garbage, but she has a way of selling it out of that pretty mouth of hers, and she is selling it, and it could be lies and gaslighting, but she can build up the crowd, and you've seen it. It's actually quite terrifying what she's been able to sell. But look at the people marching the streets. Look at the people right now outside of Newark, New Jersey, outside that detention center. People are riled up. They don't know why. They heard someone tell them they should do it. It was a powerful voice telling them they should do it. So people like Spencer Pratt, people like AOC, even though they're on opposite sides of many of these positions, they are powerful, and people gravitate towards that because they want real change.
Do you think that institutions lose public trust first and celebrity politics simply fill the vacuum?
Yeah, and not everyone can get behind celebrities, but I'm here to say that for me personally, my maybe a year or so on reality TV doesn't define me, and I would hope to God it doesn't define any of us who chose to enter into that part of life. Just like you, John, you have your hands in so many cookie jars. Not one single item there could define you as a whole. But I would say, like myself, and I assume you first and foremost are a follower of Jesus Christ, right. And that, therefore you are a servant. So you're serving, whether it be your country, your family, whatever that looks like. We are those things first, and we are there first. So I hope that people stop putting everyone in a box, because you might have been an athlete, you might have been a reality TV star, you might have been the host of your reality TV show, but that doesn't mean you cannot be a good servant to others because you live a life beyond those few minutes of fame.
I want to show you this video clip. This is the clip of Spencer Pratt doing a AI video where he labels Karen Bass as the Joker. Watch.
Please, I'm begging you. There's homeless drug addicts in front of the schools. My children aren't safe.
Look, if you were a transgender migrant, I could get you a free.
Let's move the drug addicts closer.
Bass already solved crime. I endorse her.
Next!
Please, I just want to rebuild my home. It's been over a year.
Mom, look!
This is a machine. If we want to burn this town to the ground, pull through that!
All right, Jillian, what's your take on that?
Every time I watch that ad, I get a little bit of tidbit that I did not pick up on before. Right. Like whether it's Gavin Newsom eating cake or just Rubio DJing in the background. That was the first time I noticed that Joe Rogan was there when the Batman light came on. I hadn't noticed that before. AI or not? Well, first of all, AI, very smart. I think people are going to start utilizing that more and more as we enter into new campaigns with this resource at our fingertips if you know how to use it correctly. And he used it correctly. He didn't have to pay a single actor for this, but someone knew how to creatively put all these single bits together and make it really hilarious. From Kamala Harris to the Joker, every aspect of this was so perfect. And that's why it went viral. He doesn't need tons of money to do this thing. You know, he's doing a great job. And he is also pointing out really big problems in a really funny skit. Let them eat cake. He is a Joker. So Spencer Pratt has now went from the villain to the superhero. And I just love it.
Do you think that voters care less about polish and more about authenticity now?
Absolutely. And I think that we all saw that in 2016, debatable in 2020, because I think we saw it then too, but we did see it again in 2024, where Trump was able to speak to the problems. Trump was able to speak to the people and point out exactly what was wrong. And even if it was harsh, a lot of times he says things that make, other politicians cringe, and you can see that and you can feel that. But he is very relatable. Even his wife doesn't like it when he dances. He talks about that, but it makes him relatable. It makes him fun. Donald Trump walked so these guys could run. People like our governor here in the state of Florida, Governor DeSantis, he started doing things that he probably wouldn't have done before. People like Spencer Pratt started doing things he probably couldn't do before because they saw what Donald Trump did. And I think that he is the framework for many other people to come that are just truly passionate about saving their land. Whether that be a city or a whole country, they are ready to go and they want to speak right to the people because authenticity matters and people are picking up on that.
Yes, I agree with you. Pratt says he never wanted to be in politics. He wanted his house back. Is that the most compelling political message in America right now? I want my house back.
That's the kind of person you want in office. People who are there to serve, people who are there to make things right, who see the failures in their communities and want to fix them. What you don't want is a career politician. I, for one, do not believe politicians should look at that service as a career. And if it is a career, you're not in it for anything but yourself. Spencer Pratt is just like Donald Trump in the way that his service is to help and to fix what is broken and what is wrong, because they don't need this to be a government servant. They want to do it because no one else is going to. And it's kind of one of those things, if not me, then who?
Yes, I agree with you. Is celebrity now one of the biggest political qualifications in modern America? And is that a problem or a correction?
I think being a celebrity in politics could go either way. I think we saw what Jesse Ventura do. We saw Arnold Schwarzenegger do it.
Dr. Oz, yep.
Yes, Dr. Oz. I don't think these people are, celebrities are really crawling out of the woodwork to be servants. But I do think, like I said, especially if you're someone, and I would say Spencer Pratt is more like a D-lister celebrity, whereas Donald Trump was like an A-lister. So there's a big gap there in what they had to bring to the table to start, right? I think that they're filling spaces. The people who want to be servants are filling spaces. You don't see a lot of celebrities running to do this, again, because you are going to get picked apart. Your family's going to get picked apart. How many times has Spencer Pratt already got doxxed? How many times has President Trump taken a bullet or almost taken a bullet? These people aren't doing anything for self-gain. They're doing it for the gain of other people. So I don't know that many people, celebrities especially, are so selfless that they're willing to give up a lot of their brand deals or their safety or their money to serve communities like these people are. So I just commend them.
I want to show you this next video clip is of Spencer Pratt grilling in the background of the video, and he has some guys back there, and he's asking them some questions. Take a look at this.
This mayor race is really heating up. Who you guys voting for? Haven't decided? Same, haven't really been following it. Same. Same? Same. I'm not MAGA or anything. But the city's kind of gone to shit though, right? Oh yeah, Jessica stepped on a needle at the playground the other day. I'm not MAGA or anything though. I'm not MAGA or anything, but have you been downtown lately? Looks like an episode of The Walking Dead. Not that I'm MAGA or anything, though. Spencer Pratt seems like he has some good ideas. Not that I'm MAGA or anything. He does seem really angry all the time, though. Well, they did burn his house down. Also, apparently he's staying at the Bel Air Hotel, not the trailer on his property. Well, yeah. They burned his house down. Okay, we're all adults here. How about on 3, we just say who we're voting for? 1, 2, 3. Spencer Pratt. Yeah. Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt. Can you imagine if our wives knew?
We're all voting for Spencer Pratt, right? Of course. Obviously. I wish I could vote like yesterday.
All right, Jillian, what do you think?
That's the first time I saw that ad, John, and I think it's hilarious because it's totally poking at people that seem to hate Donald Trump just for the sake of Orange Man bad. And anyone in his orbit is also bad by association. So this is just pointing out how stupid that is. And you don't have to be pro Donald Trump to be, you know, pro Spencer Pratt. It's totally okay. You can want to save your city and not stand with the president of the United States. Although a lot of the policies I kind of are poking fun at is, hey, we want our cities cleaned up. We want police in the streets. We want safety for our children, you know, but I'm not MAGA, but those are also the things that Donald Trump likes, but I'm not MAGA. So it's okay. Just giving you a pass to say, it's okay. It's time for a change. This city sucks. I'm tired of, you know, drug zombies, drugs in our parks. I'm tired of homelessness encampments outside. I mean, the truth is, John, there's over 43,000 homeless people in America or in LA, and they are home to one of the largest homeless veteran populations in the entire country, which should make people sick. To have all these people who are using drugs and abusing animals sitting right outside of schools, that should alarm everyone. And if you are too stubborn to think that he might be associated with Donald Trump, which he is not, to help clean up your cities for the better of your next generation and your children, it's just insanely selfish and crazy. But, you know, TDS is a dangerous drug.
You're so right. There are people who just come unglued every time they hear the name Donald Trump. But many of them can't point out a single policy idea that Trump has come up with that they disagree with. They just disagree because it's a Republican. It's Donald Trump. But I even look at many people in the black community. You know, they're mad at Donald Trump now, many black liberals. But this is the same Trump that hung out with all of the black movie stars and athletes. I mean, look at Don King. He hung out with Don King. He hung out with Muhammad Ali. He hung out with many noteworthy black leaders, Jesse Jackson and Reverend Al Sharpton. All of these guys would hang out with the Donald, but the moment he runs for office, then they do an about face and switch up on him. I mean, I think that's just unfair and unjust. But one of the things that we're seeing right now with Spencer Pratt's campaign is that he's using social media and he's using AI. Pratt's campaign is driven by AI-generated viral videos. And why are they going viral? Because he's telling you the truth, depicted with humor, and it resonates with everyday Americans. Is that innovation, or is it a warning sign about where political discourse is heading?
I think it's amazing because do you remember, John, back the first time when Barack Obama ran, that was the first time social media was really used in a presidential election, and it reshaped it. And just like back in the 60s, the first time we had a presidential debate between Nixon and Kennedy, we saw something redone in campaign history. So people are having to, and they should, look at the technology around them, look how people are communicating, and figure out how to take advantage of it to get the masses to wake up, to be aware, to care, to come out, to vote. And I mean, that's just changing. With as long as technology changes, this will change. So people have to embrace that this is a new reality. AI is here and it's not going to go anywhere. And Spencer Pratt has been largely the first person to really take full advantage of it. And not only is he making AI ads, but he's making funny ads that we can share and watch again and laugh at and share to our moms and share to our kids and share to our friends and like think it's funny, but by also pointing out how horrible his opponents are. And he's doing such a good job at doing it in a funny way. LA. And I just applause to him. I think he is the leader in this. And you'll see many other people trying to do Spencer Pratt campaign AI ads for sure, because it'd be stupid not to.
Well, I hope that the RNC is taking note. Evidently he has a AI filmmaker with AI software that's broadening Pratt's reach beyond anything his campaign budget could buy, all right? Which is masterful. What does it mean for a democracy when artificial intelligence can make a reality TV star into a viable political force?
I think AI is making him stronger, but he was already a force to begin with.
Good.
But again, I think that this is outpacing the money or the corruption that's in LA, that's in the state of California, that's in politics in general. What a way to utilize something that's, largely been untested to break the barriers that are these corrupt large strongholds that these corrupt career politicians have held for such a long time. I think he's utilizing this in a way that is so beneficial to the average person and showing people how this can be done. Maybe we'll see other regulations later to come when you start depicting other people in your videos. I don't know. Well, I think we'll have to see how that's going to be done because it's the first time we're seeing it. But I just applaud him because he is making a way where there wasn't a way, right? An easy way. Anyway, he's making it easier because he's utilizing his fingertips, but it also shows the youth of him too, right? He was smart enough to think of it. His team was smart enough to think of it. He's not these old crusty politicians that have been in office for 40 years that don't even understand what AI is. He has not just figured it out for media, but also for distribution. And I think that is just so smart.